It is time to break out the crystal ball and see who and what is going to be big next year. Joining us now with his spot-on predictions for 2012 is U.S. Weekly's senior editor and resident soothsayer, Ian Drew. Ian, good morning to you.
Just one day a year. That's the only time I can take claim for that.
Well, this
title.
is a good day to take the claim. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it. Let's talk about movies in 2012.
Well, Batman: The Dark Knight is going to rule the box office next summer. That's the one. There's already an 8-minute trailer out there. Everyone is addicted to it. Christian Bale's last turn in that costume, and Anne Hathaway will take over a role that a lot of different actresses in Hollywood have taken on, the love interest. So
I cannot wait to see this movie. You like The Hunger Games and The Hobbit also?
Yes. I mean, I think The Hunger Games could eat Batman alive, no pun intended, pun intended. Basically, that'll be the twilight of this year. It's a big book franchise series. They're bringing it to the big screen. All the teens are going to be tuned into this and clamoring. And as for The Hobbit, there's the sci-fi crowd. Everyone loved Lord of the Rings. This is the prequel to that. You'll see where the Lord of the Rings story got its origins. It was a obviously very popular book series.
Right, and Peter Jackson, obviously, awesome director. Okay, let's talk about stars to watch for in 2012. What do you like?
Well, I am totally focused on Andrew Garfield. I mean, we saw him first really break out with The Social Network. Right. This year he's going to take on Spider-Man. So that's another comic Cape Crusader that he's going to take on. And he's also dating It Girl Emma Stone. So he's going to be the new guy to watch. He's really taking over.
I loved him in The Social Network, right? He did a fantastic job there. All right, let's talk about music in 2012. You have an interesting choice as to who's going to be one of the biggest stars of the year.
Well, it's kind of obvious, isn't it? There's only one word, Madonna.
Well, it's not so obvious. It's not so. Madonna hasn't, we haven't seen her in a while. Why 2012? You think she's
every time she comes back, everyone's waiting, and it's been enough time that we've sat through Lady Gaga, we've sat through Katy Perry. They've been great, but we're ready for the original. And she's going to come back and follow up Hard Candy, which was her last album, which was, it's still good at the gym. You put that album on, it always works. And then when she hits the road, she always grosses one of the highest grossing tours of the year. So, Madonna, there's no mistaking.
Okay, big prediction from Madonna in the studio and on tour. Who else on tour is going to do well in 2012?
Well, I am ready to jump like it's 1984 again for Van Halen with David Lee Roth. To me, some people are Hagar people. I am a David Lee Roth with Van Halen fan. So we're going to see them with a new album and hitting the road. If this happens, though, is the real question. They've tried this before, and they always end up pulling the plug before anything happens. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this one actually goes through.
You're an old school guy, Ian. Impressive.
There's many sides here, many sides.
Now, which celebrities do you think will garner the most headlines in 2012?
I think we're going to see the Kardashians again. I mean, you can't get rid of them. I mean, every time you look, but there's a lot of stuff going on. Kim is single. She may be dating Kanye West. Courtney's pregnant. Khloe is trying to get pregnant. I mean, there's going to be a lot more storylines to follow up on.
Let's talk about marriages in 2012.
Marriages. We're all waiting for Britney Spears and Jason Treywick. They just got engaged, so we're going to see this couple have a wedding, and it'll be somewhere. I'm sure the media will somehow be covering that, and that'll be interesting. And to see if Jennifer Aniston ties the knot again. She's been in no rush, and she already went down that road, so we'll see. She's got a new man just in Thoreau. They're getting tighter and tighter, and they're even dressing alike. So maybe they'll dress alike at their wedding. Biker boots going down the aisle.
Very quickly, splits in 2012?
Yeah, I already predicted, and just as I was on the way to the studio today, it came true before the year even happened, Katy Perry and Russell Brand. But I think if you're going to go for another surefire split, go for Jennifer Lopez. That's right, Jennifer Lopez and Casper Smart. They've been together just a little bit. It's a background dancer. She doesn't fare too well with background dancers. That never lasts too long. No one really does. So J-Lo, I'm sorry about that, but you'll probably have to find someone new in the new year.
Oh, wow. Tough words today from Ian Drew. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Happy New Year to you.
You too.